Hey friends, it's Rochelle Painbaum, and we are live in Utah. I've been here in Utah for the last 2 weeks for Christmas, and I know you've probably seen on my Facebook post, but we are actually at an amazing person's house. I'm so excited to be here at Zoraya Judd's house. She's a world champion pole dancer. So you're going to learn about pole dancing today, and I'm super excited. I'm glad you're joining us. We also have an amazing Presa Canario. They have a Presa Canario. Can you believe it? Yeah. Those of you that know that we are Presa Canario breeders and love Presa Canarios, well, look at this. And this is just how nice they are. I walk in the door and this is how they are, but they're amazing. So he's going to be on the show. This is Nidus, right?
Nidus.
Yeah, so anyway, we're on the Barriers and Breakthroughs show, and I'll name a couple sponsors. We have a new sponsor today, which is one of their companies. It's called Juva, J-U-U-V-A. Mm-hmm. And so you can look that up at www.juva.com. Oh. And it's a health and wellness company, and they have a really great anionic pen that you can use for pain relief. So because I'm the pain whisperer, I'm going to do a plug for that. So we'll give you some more information at the end of the show about how you can contact them and learn about their awesome products. So we have Marcy joining us. Awesome. Hola Marta de la Cruz. Ella está hablando muy bien. Ella es una amiga mía de México. Feliz Navidad, Marta. Gracias por estar con nosotros y espero que pueda entender lo que decimos, ¿ok? Marcy, I hope your mom's doing okay. Give her a hug for me. So I'm sorry about this, but anyway, so we're going to get to the featured guest of our show, and that is Zoraya Judd, and I'm going to interview her a little bit, and she's going to share with you some amazing things, and I hope you learned something. And if you want to ask some questions, just go ahead and type them in, and you can ask her any questions that you want. So with no further ado, Zoraya Judd is a world champion pole dancer.
Hello.
And welcome.
Thank you.
I'm so glad to have you.
Well, you're welcome. You're in my home, so welcome.
I know. I've been super welcomed by everybody here, so it's been really great. And her husband had to go to a meeting, but he's super awesome. Nick is his name. And you've probably seen him in some of the pictures. So he's very strong and can do some pole dancing too. So anyway, so tell me a little bit. I hope you can hear okay, but just make sure and talk loud.
Okay.
What got you into pole dancing? Because that's a new kind of sport, and you called it a sport. So yeah. Tell us a little bit about passion of yours.
So I totally got into it on accident. I was at Gold's Gym, now known as Vasa, actually here in Utah Valley, and
I've worked out there.
Yeah, so I was there trying to burn off the baby weight from my second baby, and one of my gym regular friends, I only knew him from the gym. He was an older stonemason guy, totally great. He came up to me one day and said, you're doing a lot of core workouts. And I'm like, yeah, just had a baby. Yeah. Totally needed to get back into shape. So he invited me to this core class, is what he said.
Okay.
And I was like, great. And he goes, I'll come pick you up. It's on Tuesday night. He came to my house, picked me up. I thought we were going back to Gold's Gym later on that night. And we started to drive up to Salt Lake, which is 45 minutes away from where we were living.
Wait, where are we going? Yeah.
So I realized I'm extremely friendly and trust people too much because I didn't really know him very well. When we got there, it was all men in the class except for the female instructor.
Oh,
and it was a pole dancing class only. Nothing sexy or erotic about it. They actually called it core pole. It was reps and sets. There was no combos or transitions. It was literally flag, hold it, come down. Other side, hold it, come down. And it was just a workout base type of thing. And I instantly fell in love and got hooked, and I was totally staring, role reversal, I guess, from what you'd expect, but I was instantly hooked.
So cool.
So
like, I don't even know what that is. Pole, flag, whatever. That's like new jargon. So I'm hoping you're going to show me some of that. So you'll see a little bit of that later because I want to learn about it because I know nothing about pole dancing. So that's what you're going to learn a little bit too. So Joanna Black, awesome. Yvette, Charlene Hansen, we went to high school together. So I just saw her at my high school reunion. She lives here in Utah, I think. So thanks for joining us. Any questions? Remember, let us know. So, okay, so you tell us how you became kind of famous and a world champion. Like, how do you become a world champion?
And not knowing where I was getting into.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I went only on Tuesdays for the first 4 months to this pole class, and I sucked. I was terrible. I couldn't figure it out. I knew I was strong from the gym. I just wanted to be amazing yesterday.
Yeah.
So I actually talked to my husband to come up to the studio because he was my trainer at the time. Well, he wasn't literally my trainer, but he was training me.
Yeah.
And I told him to come to the class so he can kind of guide me in the direction that I need to go in as far as how do I progress faster. So after he came to the class and watched what everyone was doing, he changed my gym routine.
Wow.
The next 2 months, and instantly from my 4-month mark to my 6-month mark, so only in 2 months I was strong enough to go twice a week. And then at the 6-month mark, the studio owner said, "Surprise, you're taking over the advanced class."
Wow.
Because you're the most advanced at the time.
In 2 months?
So that was in 6 months total.
Oh, total, wow.
And then, so 2 weeks after I became the instructor, as soon as I became the instructor, I found out that Utah was having their first ever pole competition.
Okay.
And the studio owner entered me into it. I didn't know that routines were a thing. I didn't know that this was actually a sport.
Music.
And I didn't know any of that. I had no stage practice,
With
nothing.
snakes and everything. Right?
Yeah, so I found out it was in 2 weeks, so every move I learned in those 6 months, I basically
Wow.
just tied together and did the competition in 2 weeks, and I won, which was awesome. So
Not
I
a
won.
surprise.
Yeah, I won the Utah title, and then 2 months later, I did another competition, West Coast Regionals. That got me my pro card.
In California? Where?
That was in California.
Okay.
It was the whole West Coast, but it was in California.
Woohoo.
2 months after that was in New York for Nationals, which then placed me in Worlds in Switzerland 2 months after that.
What?
And then 2
Wow.
months after that, I won in Japan at Internationals, and then started touring and got all my
Yes.
sponsors. And
Okay, you guys, if you can dedicate 1 year, you're going to be traveling the world.
Yeah.
And they're going to pay for you, and then you're going to win all the... No.
yeah, so it was totally on accident, but it was
That's so
definitely meant to be.
And after having kids, so those of you moms that are giving up on yourselves, don't give up. That was after her having 2 kids.
Yeah.
And I know some of you saw that picture of her. Were you
Pregnant.
were you 9 months pregnant? or
I
something?
was. I actually had the baby 3 days after that photo.
Oh my goodness.
3 days after.
Okay, if you want to look at my Facebook post, because I was going to ask you that, like
Yeah.
how you look like you're about 9 months, 3 days, and
Yeah.
that's
So every Wednesday,
Wow.
instead of doing my side belly photo, you know,
Yeah.
to see your growth, and everyone wants to know how many weeks along you are,
Yeah.
I did an Iron X, which is basically holding yourself out with your legs spread.
Yeah.
And that was my every week photo while I was pregnant, and then I took it on Wednesday, had the baby on Monday.
Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, those of you that haven't been moms either, you can realize, and that's what, those of you that have had 8 kids, you can keep your body fit. You don't have to give up when you're pregnant. You can keep fit. So just keep that in mind. So tell me a little bit, you must have had a little bit of barriers. What, was it mainly learning what to do? What are some things that maybe was a challenge for you? Maybe people judging you when they hear about pole dancing. Have you had something that...
Yeah, I had a couple. So with how fast I progressed in it, I was the first ever pole dancer that competed barefoot.
Oh.
And my inspiration came from men originally because they were everyone in my class, the original class. So I took a lot of the strength moves that men did and I turned them more feminine. And so it really embedded my style. And so I think my hiccup, or I guess what kind of could have held me back, was the flexibility and natural, sexy, erotic part that comes with the pole dancer or exotic dancer. I didn't have any of that, which I actually think benefited because it created my style.
Yeah.
I have nothing against the erotic side or the sexy side. I actually admire a lot of the people who can really own that because I don't move that way.
Well, that's what I thought. I mean, when I watched your videos, it looked like a Cirque du Soleil thing, like
Thank you.
with incredible strength. It looked very artistic. The mind control thing,
Yeah.
that was amazing. I love the mind control. If you've seen that one with the, the two performing at the same time,
Yeah.
I love that. It was so artistic. So it's very artistic as well, and that's
Awesome.
a
Thank
lot
you.
of credit for you to make it like that and show people a different side of what they thought maybe pole dancing was. So.
Yeah.
So they instead of going barefoot, what would they wear?
Big
like-
heels.
Oh, okay.
Big stiletto heels.
Okay. So yeah.
And it's not that I didn't have a thing against stiletto heels. I am just that YouTube video of the girl wobbling everywhere and falling in heels. I can't walk in them. Like I'm a boot girl. Like or barefoot. I
So
cannot
yeah,
walk in them.
barriers, no stilettos. I'm just gonna go barefoot is the breakthrough, the
Yeah.
barefoot thing.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So being pregnant though, was that difficult? Did you still train while you were being pregnant?
It
Or how
was
did that go?
humbling.
Yeah.
It wasn't difficult because I actually take on challenges in a really powerful way.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just another test for me to not only conquer it, but freaking kill it, like go above and beyond and prove everyone wrong. So whenever I had a negative comment or thought or something come in from someone else, it actually fueled my fire because then I had to prove.
Prove them wrong.
Yeah, but
that's so
but not in like a rude way, like in an uplifting, like, I know you have insecurities about this, but let me change your perspective type of thing. So because all my babies are C-section.
Oh wow. Wow.
All
even
my
that?
babies are C-section.
Wow.
And when I had Cohen, my third baby, I had 2 months. The way that we kind of mapped it out is I had 8 weeks
Wow.
after my resting 2 weeks or whatever, however many weeks they give you, I can't even remember, but I only had 8 weeks to become professional again, to teach all the
Wow.
advanced workshops at Pole Expo and meet up with my sponsors. And so the pressure was there, but I do really well with deadlines. But it was really humbling because after I did my break, my body wasn't reacting the way I wanted it to
Yeah,
react,
it's
and it was
taken a
almost
while.
like there was a disconnect, so it was frustrating. And then doctor told me to rest 2 more weeks, but then only gave me 6 weeks to be professional again. So I waited the 2 weeks patiently, and then
I bet you were really patient.
I was as patient as you could be because I was scared to get an injury by pushing it
You're
too
being
soon.
careful. Yeah.
But I can honestly and humbly say that I wasn't 100% comfortable in advance until 4 days before I left for Pole Expo.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That's going down to the wire.
Yeah, so it was humbling.
Seriously.
It was
Wow.
humbling, but if I can do it, anyone can do it. I'm not a skinny pregnant girl. I gained so much weight with all my pregnancies. I am not.
Like what? Like 22 pounds?
No. So first baby, I gained 67.
What? Oh my
Second
goodness.
baby,
Wow.
which when my first one was 3 months old, I found out I was pregnant again. Second
Wow.
baby, I gained 61
Oh
pounds.
my goodness. That is amazing. Wow.
Third baby, I gained 51 pounds, which was the best. And I actually gained the best amount of weight. 51 pounds is actually amazing for me. But I ate whatever I wanted. I'm pretty sure I lived off tater tots and bread.
Okay.
But I worked out when I wanted, and I just listened to my body, and I actually did really great.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
yeah.
Awesome. Hey, Alberto. Gusto de verle también. David Breton. Awesome. Thanks for joining us, David. And Luli. Luli es una amiga mía de Mexico. Gracias por compartir con nosotros. All right, Rebecca, Maria. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't meet you guys. Steven, he owns an adaptive medical place.
Awesome.
Jessica, Kelly Tag, we've known each other from since we were 3 years old, maybe. And Losa Teo from Texas, thank you. Kelly's on. Kelly's watching.
Oh, hi, Kelly.
Yay, Kelly.
Kelly's the only one I know right
Well,
now.
Kelly introduced me to Zoraya, so thanks, Kelly. You're the best. I appreciate it. So, well, okay, one other thing I'm dying to know, because as many of you have seen in the pictures, like, how the snakes get involved. Because I actually had a sister who danced with snakes, with pythons, so growing up we loved to play with their pythons. So I noticed your giant, how long is your banana python? The yellow one?
She's about 13 feet.
13 feet long. In case you saw in that picture, I know I was like, how long is that snake? So 13 feet, and then the other one is?
The other one's a red-tailed boa, and
Red-tailed
she's
boa.
about 9 to 10 feet only. Not very, she's small compared, I guess.
Yeah,
It's
and
little.
I see them. There's the one right at the top of the stairs and the other one there, but like, we can't see the banana one because...
She's a little sick right
She's
now,
sick.
so she's going through antibiotics, and her mood's a little testy.
Okay.
So
And the other one, just say it exactly how you told me.
she's in mid-shed, so there's a giant chance she would strike at us.
We're trying to eat us, so okay, I'm not going to try that.
So it's probably best we don't have that
Yeah.
left.
So it's good she knows snakes. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, so how did that, like, how do you, did you start with it, or did you add it to your routine, or how did
So
it work?
I've never gone a day in my life without owning snakes.
Okay, so she's a snake.
I love
Pro.
Well, not a pro. I just like that you can't train them, that you can't read them, that they're
Enigmas.
so wild, and just I relate to that. Like I
She's
like.
telling us a little bit about her personality.
Yeah, I just
Oh,
think.
dancing.
Yeah, you can't get more barbaric than a snake. So
Yeah.
I love.
Hey, Holly.
I love the mysteriousness of it. So
Wow,
Yeah.
that is really cool. I think snakes are cool. I now have a friend, and she is so paranoid of snakes. Anyway, so like she would freak out. So that's really cool. But snakes are very interesting. I think they're a really cool animal. But
yeah, I love them. I think they're easy.
yeah.
They're easy pets.
And if you have any questions, our foreign exchange student from France is watching too. So, yeah, just make sure and put a question in if you have one. Okay, so my foot's asleep, but I know you're dying to see her in action because I want to learn a little bit myself. But I want you to kind of just teach us a little. I know you have a couple people here. They come to your house, right?
Yeah.
Explain how that works.
So
My foot's asleep. Okay.
It's tingly.
Yeah. Okay.
I offer packages where when I'm not on tour teaching at workshops like specialty studios or anything like that, I usually have people travel from all over the globe, and they'll come as guests to us, and I call it next level training. So it's kind of boot camp style where it's just a ton of hours all of a sudden crammed into 2 to 3 days is all, but it guarantees the client 1 to 2 levels more advanced than when they got there. So
Okay.
it's like the shortcut to awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
So I actually do have 2 clients here right now from Seattle. Next week my 2 clients are coming from Texas. I do also teach
Woo.
local, so
Okay. 2 people coming from Texas. Do I know you? Anyway, that's cool.
maybe you're here,
Where
maybe you'll meet them.
Where are they from? Houston?
Houston.
Wow. Okay.
Houston, and one of them is originally from France, and
Okay. Very cool.
and the other one's from Houston.
Okay. Well, so if you know any place in Houston, I could probably go watch a few places. So,
Yeah.
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 One thing I also was wondering is, so. Yeah, he's making faces. He's inching closer to our photographer. Okay, I totally forgot what I was going to ask you. We want to interview maybe your 2 students that are coming here, but the packages. Oh, you were saying.
With next level training.
Yeah. Okay, so if you don't know anything, you can come and start and learn.
Yeah. So you don't have to be advanced. You can be beginner. You could never touch a pole in your life and come. It's honestly within the first hour, you will learn some moves that would take you years in a pole studio to learn. you
Wow,
know? So,
that's really cool.
Yeah, you're usually inverting and all
Okay.
that fun stuff within your first hour anyway. So
Okay.
it's really great. It's it's kind of, well, and it doesn't feel like you're working out, so all of a sudden you're shredded. It's really great. Giant dog.
Yeah. That's okay, because we're going to get started using the poles
Cool.
and everything. So,
Cool.
yeah, so you'll have to teach me some of the terms, and hopefully I'll remember what I was going to say. Mike, yay! Holy cow! From Japan? Or you're in China? I think he's in Taiwan. He's in Taiwan. Oh my goodness. Hi, Mike. He's a missionary over there. Okay, I just remember what I was going to say. And Chino Ramirez. Hey, Chino. So, okay, so we're in Utah. And so,
Good boy.
Zoraya is actually from Argentina. Her family's from Argentina. And your dad's from Sweden.
Yep.
So Annika, if you're watching, she's one of my best friends, and she's from Sweden and Houston.
My sister's name's Annika.
What?
Yeah.
And her sister's name is Annika. That is so cool.
Yeah.
So, okay, you can put your foot on my leg. Okay, I love you too. So, being a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, I think that's just really, really cool that you are, and you're a family, and you're a mom, and I know you put God first. And tell us a little bit about how you've met people all over the world, and how that's been, you've just connected and made a lot of really great friends and influenced a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, because members of the church really have no idea about how pole dancing can be, you know, a good, not hobby, but like a sport that really connects you with people. And that's, you know, if it's something you're passionate about and love and can help inspire other people to do.
Yeah. I think pole dancing is a really empowering sport. The way that we live our life, like we do have strong testimonies, and we try to live the best with the values that we have and our beliefs. When I get people coming, they're more curious, especially if they're non-members, just because they want to know why are you so different? Why you are Mormon? Why are you so normal? That's usually what we get. Yeah. So I usually just tell them, you know, just be good, be a good human, like do right, treat people right, and sometimes they want to ask more. Sometimes they ask so much that we offer to send them the missionaries. Like,
really cool.
But we do get opportunities all over.
Okay, wait. Okay, before you go downstairs, we have our girls from Seattle that are trying to sneak downstairs. Just give us like a quick, like, what was your experience like? Just 1 minute. Just come on really fast. Live Facebook here.
They didn't know they were coming on until a few minutes ago.
Okay.
Surprise! I kind of maybe didn't warn them.
Yeah, just 1 quick minute, because you know I'm from Houston. She says 2 people from Houston are coming next week, and you're from Seattle. So tell us your names right quick, and how did you hear about her, and what inspired you to come, and
did I beat you?
Yes, she did.
In a really great way. My name's Erica Nusser.
Okay.
I think I heard about Zoraya from Pamela, our studio owner in Seattle. I'm Iris, same.
Iris, okay, so you guys are in the same studio together. Very cool. And you're like, hey, let's go down to Utah and train.
Exactly.
Yeah,
let's go
very
get our
cool.
butts kicked.
Yeah.
In the best
And
way.
you got your butts kicked.
We did.
Okay.
We're halfway through.
Like you're super.
They have another full day tomorrow. We'll see how they feel tomorrow.
So you're sore, is that what you mean? And tired? Is it more tired?
Yeah,
or sore?
tired, yeah. We soaked in the bath tonight.
In salt. They soaked in salt already. They have massages tomorrow. They'll be fine.
You'll survive.
Some good bruising.
Yeah. Definite bruises.
I'm not bruised as much as I thought I would be.
Wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, more.
Yeah, they did great though today. They did 5 hours already on the pole, and then I gave them a muscle group, so we did some training. Yep. So we started off with their goal list, and we finished all their goals. So now they have to go downstairs and write me a whole new list for tomorrow.
So first day they even made all their goals.
All
and so
the
now
goals.
you're even going to go farther than you thought, probably.
Yep.
Yeah, that is really cool. So,
Yeah.
it was more than what you expected, like harder than you thought.
This is my second time.
Okay,
so
you've come before.
We broke her in already.
I knew what to expect. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's perfect for what I need. So
Very cool.
yeah.
So, what do you guys think about Zoraya, like as a person? I mean, I just barely met her, and she's so fun.
That was gonna be my word.
Yeah.
It's very
She's
fun.
so fun.
I also, I mean, this isn't as a person, this is as a pole instructor, but I just love that she will
Very
handle you
hands-on.
on
Yeah,
the pole
I
and
love
really
that
get you.
heavy spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one dies
No.
in my presence.
Nope.
I will throw you in the moves, so I'm not scared to spot.
The last
They
time,
signed the waiver.
We signed the waiver. And the last time when you were at Divine teaching the workshops in semi-private, she like literally caught me and my face was this far from the floor. She saved my life.
So good, there's carpet. At least there's carpet.
It's a dangerous sport.
It is a dangerous sport, but it's
So
fun.
cool.
Very rewarding.
Yeah.
Very rewarding.
Very good. So she can spot you and, yeah, be your trampoline and all that kind of thing. as
100%.
well. So,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
I can hang. I can do it.
Well, cool. So tomorrow's, so you do 2 days or 3 days?
Depending on the package, these girls
Okay.
have 2 full days.
2 full days.
So in the 2 days, they will have finished 10 hours of pull, 3 muscle groups as
Okay.
like a gym session,
Yeah.
and then they have 2 massage sessions.
Wow. Okay, so that's the package. So you guys
So-
can look that up.
Yeah.
All right, Dave and Ruben Ruiz. Hola, ¿cómo estás, Ruben? De Mexico. Y Cindy Damian. Oh, hey, Cindy. It's good to hear you. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Dave. All these people are like, yeah, they're really
Sweet.
excited to hear you and see you. So, okay, any like advice? Like if you, I've never done pole dancing, but it
You
seems
should
really
try
cool.
it. Should definitely try it.
We're gonna get her in
Yeah.
a couple of moves, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna try that next.
It's addictive.
It is
Completely
addictive.
careful. Yeah.
Careful. Welcome to your new addiction.
Well, I'll have to tell my husband maybe how to get one of these in my house.
X-pull. Do X-pull pulls only.
Okay, you have a pool in your house?
I do. It's an X-pull.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're in Houston or wherever you're at, you might have to look into an X poll, okay? That's something to learn. Take home message. Hey, Sean, hope you're feeling better. I gotta come see you. Okay, I promise I will. She just got in the hospital, but she does magazines. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, she's an awesome gal. So, all right, Sean, thanks for joining us. You ready to watch me try this? I'm gonna try. a
Thank
little
you,
bit.
girls. You're
Iris
awesome.
and
Erica.
Erica, thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. Okay, good luck.
Good luck to
All
you.
right. Okay, so I guess I have to take off my shoes.
You have to take off your shoes and you have to take off your rings.
Okay. We'll see how we do. Just you can show me a few of the basics. So.
And I'm just gonna be in shorts, just in case.
Okay. Both rings.
Yes, because the metal will scratch my pole.
Oh yes, for sure.
We don't want to
And then
scratch
you
my
hold on to
pole.
those, I guess. Okay.
So, do you normally go right arm up or left arm up?
I'm kind of hot, so I'm gonna. My right arm is stronger.
Okay.
So do I need to put my hair back? I don't have a hair tie.
I have 2. Do you want one?
Okay, so you're making this sticky?
Nope, I'm cleaning it.
Okay.
So I'm just using rubbing alcohol on
Okay.
it. Dry hands.
Okay, is this Hannah the sticky stuff of your cousin?
No, so Shay uses Dew Point. I actually have that here too. I'm going to show you because I'm going to plug it in for her.
You can get a little closer if you want.
So Dew Point is kind of like a moisturizer for the pole. It doesn't leave any oily residue and it kind of helps your skin more grippy. And then this is like liquid chalk. So this is another one of my sponsors. Really awesome. I actually use this at the gym. My aerialist friends use it. So
Okay. Cool.
yeah.
I didn't wear my yoga pants, but oh well. I thought maybe I'll try something. So.
Yeah, we'll have you try something. Okay. So what you're gonna do first is we'll just start you off with something really easy.
Okay.
Okay, so
So
rub your
we're
hands
gonna-
together.
Okay.
Okay, and you're gonna go back to the camera. Okay.
Okay.
Inside hand lower,
Uh-huh.
outside hand higher.
Okay.
You're gonna invert,
Okay.
and you're gonna straddle.
I'm gonna do that.
You're gonna do that.
Okay.
Okay, and then you're gonna come out really slow and
Okay.
down.
Get my weapon. Okay.
Okay, so turn around. Okay, now
What did you
when,
say? Get my weapon.
so try to look down to the floor when you're upside down and try to keep your your inner thighs to touch the pole. So you're going to straddle the pole. So you're going to go
Okay.
first this way,
Uh-huh.
and then invert and straddle.
Okay.
Ready?
Mhm.
Go. Ha! Straddle your legs.
Okay.
Drop them down. Point them toes.
I'm doing it.
You're totally doing it. Like, look, I'm not even holding her. She's awesome. That was awesome.
Okay, I want to try it one more time. Okay. Here,
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. In front of the pole. So start in front.
Okay.
And then kick up.
Kick up like this.
Yep. Okay, and then straddle.
Okay.
And point them toes.
So pretty. Yay! I did it! I can't believe it! Woohoo!
Just like that.
Okay, so how did it look though? Did it look okay? Hey, Di! Okay, Di is my girlfriend from high school. And we played basketball, volleyball, and track together.
Oh,
Was that cool, Di? She's tough. She's strong. So maybe you can come over here because I know you live close.
Yeah,
And
awesome.
try some of this. Okay, so what else?
You want another one?
I want to try something else.
Let's
Hey,
go.
Mary. Thanks for joining.
So now we're going to go shoulder mount. So you're going to have your back against the pole.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
And you're going to crank your head back. This hand on the outside is going to be lower and this one higher.
Okay.
Okay. And you're going to do the same push and straddle.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
So I'll have your back this way because it's a good angle.
Okay.
So my fingers bring down lower, this one lower. Shoulders the push, hands are the pull. Here.
I don't grab it like this.
Nope.
Okay.
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 Yep.
Okay. So I'm just straddling.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. And then
Do
come
I
out.
look okay? Okay.
Okay. And then roll back out.
Okay, I
Same
got
way
it.
you
Great.
came.
I think I got it.
Yep. There you go.
I'm sliding on the pole. Woohoo! Okay, I love it.
So this is where you'll start seeing pole dancers get in like shorter shorts or sports bras because skin actually makes you stick to the pole. So you felt how you're sliding?
Yeah.
That was just the shirt.
Oh, okay.
So that's where the material comes in. So anytime you have skin contact,
It's
it
gonna make
actually
you stick better.
way sticky. That's
Yeah.
actually why the dew point was invented. Was to
So
help
you
with
put it all
stretching.
over your legs too?
Mhm. Yep, you can put it on your legs. You can put it everywhere.
Put it on your hair, make your hair.
Yeah. Nice and dry. Nice and all that. So
Okay, so show us some cool moves.
okay. For you
Something
or for
that's-
me?
For you.
For me.
Like, just show us a little bit of an awesome routine, like the X thing. Make it look so easy. Oh man. Woo! That is incredible. That is so cool.
Good job.
Wow. So what's the X thing that you did with,
With the baby,
is that what is it called?
it's an iron X. So
Iron X.
yeah, you go into a different grip, but it's kind of a leg straddle that I did.
Okay.
So imagine me 51 pounds heavier.
51 pounds heavier. I can't imagine that. I really can't imagine that.
So here.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That is so awesome. That is incredible. That's so cool. Like, are your abs like, okay, I gotta feel your abs. So amazing. That is so cool.
It's fun.
Wow. Okay, so Esther's on. Hey, Esther. She owns a provider agency. We work together. Thanks for joining us. I think you'd love this. I can see you doing this.
Everyone would love this.
Yes. So, do you do any strength training? Because I saw in some of your pictures you lift weights.
Yep.
So I wanted to talk to Nick about how he switched your training so that
Yeah.
you were stronger.
So he's pretty brilliant. He's very educated in anything
Her
fitness
husband-
and nutrition.
Is super supportive, and he was telling me
Yeah.
before that a lot of husbands aren't very supportive of their wives being pole dancers, but he became her manager, right?
Yeah.
Because
We just took off running. Like we we didn't expect it to grow so fast or us to pick up sponsors or go on tours, and so I got overwhelmed with the bookings and the collecting of the money and the everything. So he dropped everything. And
Wow.
we've we did this we're 10 years in.
Wow, that is
10 years in and surviving off pole mostly.
So he trained you. You were telling me a little bit about the training. What did he do differently?
So he basically did all the moves that I wanted to do on the pole, and he made me do cables at the gym using the same motions or ball exercises.
Yeah.
But he kind of related the same movements into the gym. But instead of carrying my body weight, I was able to start off with like 2 pounds.
Okay.
So then I progressed really fast.
Very
But-
cool. So if, you know, your husband like could do training somebody at the gym, because he's a personal trainer
Yep.
too,
Mhm.
that, yeah. Has he written up a routine?
Yeah, he also offers packages, distance training,
Yeah.
where you don't even have to live in Utah.
Yeah.
He kind of coaches you through specific workouts, diets, nutrition. He's a nutritionalist, lymphologist. He's
Yeah.
a medical Qigong practitioner.
Qigong is cool too.
Yep,
Yeah.
he's a martial artist. He does everything. Yeah, he does it all, but he kind of walks the client through basically whatever goals they have. He does a fine-tuned curriculum for them for a certain amount of time, depending on the package.
Okay.
But whenever I have clients here, most of the time they'll bring their significant other or their
Oh,
husband
very
or
cool.
something,
Yeah.
and they will come work out with Nick while I work out with the girls. So,
Very cool. Okay, well,
Yeah.
I'm signing up my husband, so because he loves to lift weights.
Awesome.
So that would be
Awesome.
really cool. So, all right, somebody else is on. Oh, Mark McKinnon. Holy cow, Mark. He was kind of, you weren't my boyfriend, but we liked each other, right? No, he's a buddy. We just had our 30-year high school reunion, so I haven't
Fun.
seen these guys except last September, but it's been a long time. So, hey, Marla, thanks for joining us. I hope you're enjoying it. Marla's a good friend too, so thanks for getting on with us. And one thing I know we're about ready to wrap up, but you have a website.
I have an email where if you want more information on the training packages, whether it's mine or Nick's, is zorayajed@gmail.com.
Okay.
I have a fan page on Facebook and on Instagram under Zoraya Judd as well.
Okay. So I think if you looked on my Facebook, you would see, you know, her name, her YouTube stuff. Just look, it's Zoraya, Zoraya,
Mm-hmm.
Judd, Judd,
Yep.
like the famous Judds. Are you related?
No.
Oh, okay.
And we suck at singing.
I can imagine you like singing while you're dancing.
I am an amazing singer in the shower, but that's about it.
That's a skill you can add to your goal. ZorayaJudd@gmail.com. And one other thing I was going to ask you. So you definitely have. Hey Karen, hi. She was my kid's piano teacher. Thanks for joining us, Karen. Anyway, it's been super fun. Tell me a little bit, because this is something all of you can learn from. This is what I always like to ask people. How do you see yourself being successful? How do you see your future self? How does that influence the daily small decisions that you make? You know, like you've achieved your, like what's kind of what drives you. How do you see yourself being successful?
My kids are easy motivation for
Really?
me. Anything, I am a huge believer that you can have it all.
That's really key.
You can have it all. You can be mom, you can have hobbies, you can get paid awesome, you can eat what you want and have an awesome body. I believe you can have it all. It just takes work and sacrifice.
And a vision, kind of.
And a vision, a deadline.
You said you work well with deadlines.
I
That's
work well
good.
with
Yeah.
deadlines,
That's
but
good.
you know, my kids inspire me a lot, and so does Nick, because if I'm going to do anything that takes me away from them, I better be freaking awesome at it.
Yeah.
So
That's a good point.
it's if
Gotta
not
make it worth
if
it.
not then you're selfish,
Yeah. That's really
you know, because it's for someone else. And I love this sport because I can help anyone, men, women,
Children,
overweight,
kids.
skinny, strong, not strong, like I can help anyone progress in this sport because I have figured out a way to make it easy, like realistically easy for each individual person. And then the smallest victory, their excitement and their drive just pushes me to do even more. you know? So it's great.
That is so cool because I am a big believer in doing things with your kids, right? And so I've seen your kids learning how to do stuff. The fact that it can apply to anybody, I always like to learn new things. I love learning new things, and so that's one reason I was really excited to come here because I never knew anything about pole dancing. So I'd like to incorporate a little bit of it in my training, and so can you, I guess I can look and see what I can do, kind of learn some stuff.
Oh,
So-
it would depend on, it would depend on who you go to. You can go to a local studio, but you'd probably start off with beginner classes for a while.
Yeah.
If you really want to jumpstart it, or
Come here and then,
then we can, most of my clients that come, they end up coming as repeat clients fairly often, either once a year or twice a year or something, and then that way, because they progress more in the time that they're here than they do anywhere else.
Well, I come here at Christmas all the time, so now I know what I can do. I can celebrate Christmas.
Awesome.
So somebody says, Rochelle, when will you start performing? I guess they like me.
Yeah.
My straddle. Hey, Winter, how's it going? I've been thinking of you because of your beach houses. So she helps people get Airbnbs. So anyway, hey, thanks for joining us. So. Well, I think we're about ready. I would love to have her keep doing more for you, but go to her YouTube videos. I'll post a couple of the other ones. They can just search for you on YouTube, right?
And Facebook. Instagram, you'll see my girls' journeys as well before they leave, cool. And then the people from Houston, I usually do a collage of everything they were accomplishing. And
so cool.
And then I usually tag as many as I can on there that are involved. But if you want to, I try to respond as quick as possible to any comments on Facebook or Instagram mostly, and then I definitely get back to emails pretty quick. So.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much.
You should try your move again.
Somebody wants me to try it again? Okay, who's that? Which one's the best one?
This one. Let's go this one.
Okay. All right.
Let's see if it's memorized. Have go to the pole and then straddle.
Okay, ready?
Yep. It's like instant! Point them toes. Yay! That's awesome. I'm doing it. It was awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Give you a big hug. Oh man, you guys got to come meet Zoraya. So much fun.
Awesome.
And Nick. So thanks for tuning in, and remember, just go do it. She says it starts with believing in yourself. So just take her advice. Go do something, try something new, and
you'll love it.
You'll love it.
You'll love it.
I hope you've learned something today. I have, and I really appreciate it. So anyway, we'll be tuning in next week. The new year, we're starting at, sorry, I'm a little out of breath. That's amazing, just one thing. Next week, Thursday, we're changing it for the first of this year. Hey Johnny, that's my nephew. Thanks for joining us. We'll be doing our Barriers and Breakthroughs show on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. So anyway, next week we'll be having Julie Van Sluten Larson. She flips houses and she knows a lot about real estate. So join in with her. Alejandra, she's my office manager. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for taking care of things while I've been gone. She's amazing. Thanks, Alejandra. I love you so much. So anyway, thank you again, Zoraya and Nick Judd. I hope you guys tune in, do a package with her, and thanks for joining us today. So we'll be talking to you later.
Thanks, guys.
See you, bye.